Hi guys, welcome back to IELTS Master. This is video number 39 and we are almost there. We have almost completed the journey through the whole writing task 1 tragedy. Okay, I know you're very tired, but we're gonna have to keep moving. And in today's content, we're gonna focus on things that are very easy for you to digest, but not so unimportant. We're gonna talk about vocabulary and spelling, just like the spelling bee. So we will look at how you can make your vocabulary more varied. Changing the words. And after that, we're gonna check some spelling mistakes that are common in the IELTS test. We'll start first with variety of vocabulary. Here for each sentence, 1, 2, 3, and 4, I give you 3 words or 3 phrases, 1, 2, and 3. Your job is to tell me which word or phrase cannot be used to replace the one that is in italics. For example, the graph provides details about bad use. Which word cannot be used to replace provide? Go. Now let's take a look. This is going to be really very simple. So the first one, you can see the graph provides details about bad use. Well, the word that you cannot use is say. The graph gives details or the graph shows details. Okay. Number 2, the introduction of daycare surgery had an impact on. Which one cannot be used? Well, a bad effect on. You can say had an effect on. Effect is a noun. Effect here is a verb. And you can use the verb, right? Affected. That's it. Very simple. For reach a peak, which one cannot be used? Let's say reached a height. We can say it reached its highest point, or we can say it hit a peak. Number 4, the word pattern cannot be replaced by movement. We can replace pattern with design, a similar design, or a similar trend. We don't say a similar movement. Movement is entirely different. Okay, now let's move on with sentences 5 to 8. So, what do you think? Now, let's say the Chinese hospital by comparison. By comparison cannot be replaced by alternatively. Now, this is different. Alternatively means another choice. We can say the Chinese hospital by comparison, or by contrast, or on the other hand, right? Number 6, around. Around cannot be replaced by 2 words. Around means approximately or about, right? Next one we have 35% compared to 27%. So compared to cannot be replaced by contrast with. We can say 35% as opposed to 27%, or 35% as against 27%, right? Finally, the change is reflected in the budget. What cannot be used to replace this? Can be detected. We can say the change in bad use can be seen in the budget or can be viewed in the budget, but not can be detected. Okay, now let's go to the next point, which is spelling. You may think that spelling is not important. Okay, well, why do I have to think about spelling? It's so basic. Everybody knows how to spell. In the IELTS, you are writing by hand. You don't have any computer to type. You have no dictionary to check. So you gotta put the right spelling onto your paper. bad spelling leaves a terrible impression on the examiner, and you don't want to do that, I assure you. Now for number 1 to number 9, find a word that is misspelled. Alright, here we go. Number 1, before, there's a missing E. Number 2, receipt is wrong. Number 3, studying, there's a Y missing. Number 4, useful, there's only one L. Next, sufficient, there's something missing in this word, right? There's an I missing. Next, definitely, there's an E missing. Different, there is an E missing here. What's it? And the next one, choice. Well, S should be replaced by C, choice. And finally, what do we have? Refer. Refer would have 2 R's, right? That's it. Now, in the next task, in each of these sentences, there is one word that is misspelled. I want you to find a word. Must be very simple. So, number 1, it's got to be gradually. What is number 2? Now, which? Number 3, significant. Something is missing. Alright. Significant, actually. Next one, pick. It's actually peak, like P-E-I-K, not pick. Pick is like picking up. Next one, we have the word figures. There's a U missing. Next, approximately. Wow, again, there's an E missing here. Next one, fluctuated. Wow, that's a U, not an A. Exceeded, there's a C missing. And finally, we have our survey. This is not the correct spelling of survey. S-U-R, right? Survey. Now, in this paragraph, there are some spelling mistakes. Find them. I think we have finished. They are actually very easy to notice. The first one is average. There's an E missing. And then dramatically, there's an L missing. Then improvement, there's an E missing. And finally, motorcycle, there's an E missing. See, spelling is basic, but it is not unimportant. It's crucial to leaving a good impression on the examiner. Try to learn spelling of the words and always avoid spelling mistakes, because it is so unprofessional, man. Come on, you don't want to make a spelling mistake when you're writing an email, when you're writing a paragraph, and when you're posting things on Facebook. People are gonna look, hey, this guy doesn't even spell things correctly. What good ideas can he have? So it is important that we try to make our vocabulary varied, changing the words using different phrases that mean the same thing, and then pay attention to spelling. And I think that is enough for this video. Thank you very much. Do the exercises that follow to enhance your writing. I'll see you in the next one.